Hello, it's Tanny the Canadian Stamper. So listen, you're emailing me saying, are you going live? Are you going live? So it's 6 minutes after 9. Sorry, I'm late. Facebook was not letting me go live. So I'm in this way today versus usually I'm this way, and it's not letting me. It wasn't letting me go live in landscape mode. So we're just gonna see how this all works out. I'm just gonna rotate my phone. We're just gonna see what happens. I got into trouble with Facebook this week because I was posting links for my survey for my MBA project, and it shut me down. I got a warning saying that I'm not allowed to post any links anymore, and it wouldn't let me post. It got really cranky with me. So anyways, thanks Facebook. Sorry I made you mad. Anyways, I was also typing a post here for my school, and I've got sidetracked. I got concentrating, and it was 3 minutes after 9, and then Facebook wouldn't let me post. So I was like, sweet, it's just having a morning. I see you jumping on. Good morning. So I do have two things to show you today. One is some masking, because Jan was asking about how to do masking. So I'm going to show you some of that. And then let me show you the card we're going to do. It's this one. This is the one we're going to make. So I've already done all the cutting. And so we're just going to get started. So thanks for jumping on. I know I'm a Facebook violator. I can't believe it. I've never been in trouble with Facebook before. I don't really get into trouble for a lot of things usually. I'm living on the edge. But anyways, thanks for joining me. Thanks for those who were messaging me saying, hey, what the heck? How come you're not on live? So let's put you in the cradle, and we're just going to do a live this way versus horizontal. Vertical versus horizontal. Okay, here we go. Oh, I'm flipping. It's so weird to do it this way. Okay, so you are going to see my profanity on my computer screen there. So sorry, that's my little words of inspiration. Don't be offended. I'm going to move it. Don't be afraid. When doing an MBA or anything really difficult in life, it's nice to have some words of encouragement at your fingertips. Okay, so let's do the masking first, because it's pretty quick and easy. Okay, I'm going to sit down. I think this is going okay with my whole going this way. It's weird, right? I am also do not have Facebook up, gasp, because I was doing something else. So we're doing a case study this week on a company. I'm just muting. I'm trying to mute myself. There we go. A company that it doesn't matter. It's a company, and we are doing a whole discussion about branding and mission, vision. Okay, I'm trying to bring up my, oh yes, there we am. Perfect. All right, so do you see the sunlight coming through here? I opened my blinds this morning. I love it. Usually I keep my blinds closed because, you know, the sun stains my papers and stuff like that, but kind of gets into fall and winter, and then I open it. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna show you, you can see it closely. It's gonna take me a minute just to get organized here with my camera. So this is from the Crafting With You set, and we're using the basket and yarn. This right here is masking paper, and then I've got my 2 stamps. So we're gonna do it on the same piece of paper. I do need a pad because it's photopolymer. All right, so first things first, we're gonna take, so the trick to masking is that whatever image you want at the front is what you want to stamp first. That's really the only trick. So the colors I have are Crumb Cake and Boho Blue. So first things first, you're going to take your masking paper. I'm actually just going to make sure that I'm on the right side. So masking paper, it's kind of like Post-it note tape. I just want to make sure I'm on the right side. So this piece right here is just the backing, and this side is the Post-it note, so I want to stamp on this side. So you can get Post-it note, actually I'm gonna go this way, post-it note, or not post-it note, masking paper on the Stampin' Up website in my store. And they come, like, I have one package. I think, like, unless you do a crazy amount of masking, like, it would last for, well, it has lasted me more than 7 years, one package. I don't do a ton of masking. Okay, so now I'm just cutting around my image. So of course, if you had an image like, I mean, I guess you could, like one of the, like this one, if you had, you wouldn't, that would be kind of tricky to cut around to make your mask. So just maybe be mindful of the, whatever your first image is going to be, because whatever it is, you have to cut, you have to make the mask, unless you have dies for it. You could totally take your masking paper, stamp your image, and then die cut and use that as your mask. You might have to trim it a bit. Yeah, all right. So what I want for this is I'm going to duplicate this. So actually, I'm going to flip it over. So I want my basket to be first because I want my yarn to be sitting in the basket. So I'm just inking up, I'm stamping with my crumb cake. Good morning. Oh, great, now I'm frozen. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I'm not gonna, I'm just rolling with it, Christine, because I don't want to upset Facebook. I don't even know what's happening anymore with Facebook. Okay, so then I'm taking this apart. So this is my post-it note type backing, and I'm going right over top, like so. Now I'm going to take my yarn. I'm going to go balmy blue, tap, tap, gentle. And so now I've got my mask over it. So now you're just going to put this wherever you want your, now there's a tiny bit of a lip from your thing. So normally I don't recommend rocking, but like don't get crazy, but you just want to make sure that as you're stamping, you're hoping to get as much ink in between where the mask meets your new stamp, you know? Okay, now you're ready for the big reveal. My boho blue is a juicy ink pad. So you're gonna pull this off. There's your mask. Sweet, right? So don't throw this away. You can use this again. You would put it, well, what I do with it is I just tuck it inside here and then it stays. You could also, let's just do it again. Let's pretend that we're going to have some yarn also next to the basket. Let's just see what happens. So let's say we're going to go here. Just normally you don't have to let these dry, but this is really juicy. Kate, you're offended by my words of encouragement? You are not. See, there you go. Now you got some behind too. So you can use this over and over until it's not really sticky anymore. The only time I've had to use the masking tape frequently is sometimes with blending. If you do ink blending, the edges can be grabbed by the edge of the blending brush, especially the little finger ones, the finger blending brushes. Anyways, so that's masking. What do you think? Okay, Christine, go out, come back in. We will be here, friend. I'm just gonna set these aside. All right, let's get to the pièce de résistance. Okay, we're using Paper Florist dies. So you get, how many dies are in here? A lot. Usually it says at the bottom. 18 dies. So I have just a little sleeve of my extra bits and bobs. And you get 2 sheets of dies in here to make up your 18. So it looks like that. And they all make flowers. This is our card for today. I'm gonna move over just a touch. I missed what the masking tape looks like. Is it clear? No, scale, it's right here. It looks like paper, but it's more pliable. So this is our cardstock. So the masking tape's on, if you just went mask or masking, I think on the Stampin' Up website, you would see, And is that true? Geez, I hope maybe somebody will check. I hope Stampin' Up! Hasn't got rid of masking. I didn't even look before I did it. But anyways, I have one package that's lasted me years. Unless you do a lot of masking. Okay, so here's our pieces. What I am using today, so I did all the cutting this morning, and this is my silicone mat. And I'm gonna use this Wishing You Brightest Birthday. Actually, let's do that first. Oops. This one. Oh, do you know what I can hear out my window? Birds. I can hear birds chirping. It makes me happy. Okay, so this sample card, which is here, is done in whatever that copper something, copper that's not on my desk anymore, copper something, and I'm not a fan. I want to do this next one in black. So here's my strip, which is 1 1/4, I think, 1 1/4 by 5. So what I'm using today for the base, don't look for it in the Stampin' Up! Store, because these have been sitting on my desk for months, and they're note cards, and they're craft paper note cards. So Stampin' Up! I'm sure will come back with these at some point. That we have in the store basic white note cards and envelopes, and there's some seasonal specific ones which you can get that have like pre-printed patterns on them, and then here's the envelopes that go with. So they're note cards, and then in this package that I bought, this is a box where you can, you can make up all your note cards and envelopes and then put them in a box and either keep them for yourself or give them away. So that's where this has come from, but it's not currently in the store anymore, but I couldn't resist. I needed to. You could easily do this on just a regular A2 size card base. How's this going with my camera being this angle? It works, right? It works. Copper clay, yes, Pam, that's the one. Thank you, friend. All right, so I'm using Memento, and then we'll be able to see the difference, and we're going to put together our flowers. So the Memento Tuxedo Black ink pad is different, like it's a different consistency than our other pads, so you can push quite hard on them. And I want my sentiment mostly to be centered. Nailed it. Let's put this away and let's build our flowers. All right, oops, it's an extra one. All right, so silicone mat is my friend. Yeah, way to roll with Facebook jail. Kate, you're so funny. Yeah, I panicked. I called Kate, and I didn't call her. I texted her and said, hey, can you go and post on my page? There was a panic. I was panicked for a moment. All right, I'm just reorganizing my bits here so that we'll put them together. All right, let's start with this one, which is an easy one. So I'm not going to go through the colors because really it doesn't matter I'm just deciding to use colors that are more fall. You could use like a whole collection from the Brights color family and give this card a totally different feel. I'm going to do a different centerpiece too. So what I did was I decided what colors I wanted to use, and then I got out all the, here, do you want to see them all? Here are all the colors, all of them. All of the papers to get all of the different colors. And then I got out the dies and I just matched up the little pieces with the dies, and then I put multiples on. I didn't use the mini cut and emboss machine, I used the big one. So this one normally goes, whoops, like this. I mean, you can put these together however you want to make that kind of a flower, but I want it to be more like that. So we're gonna Frankenstein it a bit. So let's start with the base. Whoops. I have glue on my scissors. I'm gonna take, I think just that one actually. And then this one goes like this. So what's everybody doing today for your Saturday? I think Lance is going out to mow the lawn. I'm sure you all know what I'll be doing. I have an assignment due every week, every weekend from now until the end of October. It's really something. That's good. And then I'll be done these classes. I feel like I'm gonna do a celebration, like a free gift for everybody or something. Can you imagine what I'll do with all my extra time when I'm finished school? Look out, world. So I'm just adding these little pieces. So this is my take your pick tool. I've got the paddle end, actually. So the putty end. Oh, Mike's books for year end. Gosh, year end already, Kate. Must be a calendar year end, not a fiscal year end. We just got P6 at work. P6 is where it all happens. All the forecasting. See how we're doing with spending. Everybody's getting ready to go over to Vancouver for Constable O'Brien's funeral next week on Wednesday. So that's a very special day. All right, where's my, just looking for my tiny, in this thing, I'm looking for my tiny dimensionals. They're there. So with this card, if you choose to make it, me personally, I don't worry about popping these pieces down. I like them to kind of flow out, but if you want them, then glue them down for sure. But I popped this piece up and then it made these pieces a bit tricky as far as leveling. So that's why I'm gonna leave this and its top separate because we're gonna build that on the card. So this might not be the project for you if you don't like the intricacies of this kind of thing, but if you do like that, if intricate things and putting pieces together is your jam, then this is a good card for you. Frankenflower, yeah. All right, so I'm taking the end of my putty tip with the cap on my silicone mat, and I'm gonna hold it like this, and I'm just going to, I wanna get the cap in there, and I'm just doing circles to kind of give it some lift. Whoops, see how they're lifting a bit? No, you cannot. Hang on, I'll show you. So you go like this. And then you can kind of see the difference ever so slightly. So you could for sure not do this, and that's totally fine. But I'm trying to use the paper to give my flower a little height. Just so it pops a bit. That's all. So I think if you were to just die cut all kinds of these flowers, you can build a whole bunch of them all at once. So I'm just offsetting these. I'm not pushing down on the whole thing. I'm just in the middle because I don't want to lose that height. Whoops. Kind of did that backwards. That's okay because we're going to put something in the middle. Not to worry. Oops. Let's get this guy on here. Perfect. So survey responses are going really well. I'm so thankful. If you have had a chance to do that, that is awesome. Thank you very much. And if you haven't yet had a chance, will not be posting a link. But if you go to my personal profile, to Tanya Sousa, I've got it posted there. Well, Kate posted it there for me when I became a Facebook violator. So it's there if you want to follow the link and go. I guess Facebook didn't like that I put too many external links. I posted on a demonstrator group and there was lots of people saying, yes, for sure, I'll participate. And so I was sending them the links, and maybe like 80 of them. And then that's when Facebook is like, yeah, I don't think so. We're not down with that. All right, so I've flipped these over. Obviously I have my glue at the back. I have my little red things. I'm working on this piece here. And I mean, you can decide how you want this to go. There is a large and a small. And I'm just adding them to the back. So I'm picking them up. I'm putting glue on, oh no, not putting, I'm adding, so I'm going front down. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So the silicone mat is good because like you can see, I don't know if you can see really, but I've got some glue on my table here and it just comes right off, which is better than paper because you're not wasting your paper, whoops, isn't sticky. And then you can also leave them on here to dry, which is handy. All right, what's everybody doing today? I like the die cutting, lots of little pieces. It's fussy cutting that I avoid like the plague. Is that right, Pam? Come on. You've got scissors around your neck, girl, and I know you can fussy cut like the rest of us, but maybe you just don't like it. That's fair. But when I can't find my scissors, I'm like, I should get Pam has a lanyard, and on the end of it are her little snip scissors, which is very clever because then they're ready to rock and roll. All right, so we're gonna put together our card. So my event on October 7th is sold out. Sold out. The next crafting we're gonna do is October 21 for the kit together, if you're interested. And then the first Saturday of November, whatever day that is, do I have it here? November 4th is the next time. So it's $30 and you get 5 projects and then you get $25 worth of product. So what I'm doing here is I'm thinking about where I'm putting my dimensionals because I want to tuck some of the flower pieces in behind, and what I did here is I put the dimensionals up here and then it just got in the way. So I'm just going to add dimensionals down here and then maybe one more in the middle, and then this leaves this open for me to tuck these pieces in behind. Yes, and then Kate and I are doing a work event, a little fundraiser for Cops for Cancer. So last year, Kate and I did a fundraiser for Cops for Cancer. Some of you participated where we did kits for the kids, kids that are going through treatment, cancer treatment with their family and whatnot, and Camp Good Times over in Vancouver. And that was a big hit. Kate, do you remember how many kits we did? It was quite a few. It was really cool. And so this year we're doing a fundraiser for some of the folks at work to participate in some card making. Okay, so here's where it gets tricky. What you want to do, I recommend, is doing this dry first, making sure all your bits are going to go where you want them to be. Here. And then sometimes, you know, if it's really intricate or you're kind of nervous about, I'm never going to get, you know, I'm going to take these all the way to glue them and then I won't know where they all went. Then when it's dry like this, just snap a photo of it. And then once you snap a photo, I'm gonna have to cut this one. Once you snap a photo, then when you do this, you're not like, where does that go again? All right, let's do it. We're gluing. So a little dab will do ya. The Tombow glue, you don't need a lot. This is too much. I don't know, you probably can't see it very good because I'm too far away, but I'm gonna add some, maybe 2 mini dimensionals. If you don't have minis, don't worry, you can just take the regular dimensionals and just cut them in half. It totally works. So the reason why I'm putting some dimensionals on this side and not is because this side's popped up and the other side is not. So if I didn't put dimensionals here, it would be kind of wonky and the glue's not going to fully grab your paper. And I think I'm going to go to the left, here and here. Yeah. So I have my fall decorations up already, which makes me happy. And I think I'm going to glue this one down. So when I opened my window, that's why can you see sun anymore? No, not really. Our garden is just about done. And we have, I think I probably have 6 squash. So I'm gonna have to make some soup. Butternut squash soup. What do you guys do for fall? Do you do canning or harvesting of any kind? Kate, did your squashes work out with that plant I gave you? I'm interested to know. Okay, so I'm just holding this for a minute because it's a bit clunky and I want the glue to get in there. This is cute. Hey, it's like a little sunflower. I kind of like this one better because it's got the brown, but I didn't, for some reason, I only one cut. I'm sure it's user error. So when you're doing this, be careful that you're not, so you're putting it down and then sliding it because you'll get glue. So you want to kind of try and stay tall off the page. Oh yeah, see, like that. Look what happened. I've totally messed that up, but I'm going to show you and then I'm going to fix it. See how I've gotten all crazy with my glue here? Watch this. So I'm going to scrape. Actually, yeah, pollinating. Sometimes you got to take pollination into your own hands. So I'm not the only one that this happens for, I'm sure of it. This is actually quite a bit of glue. This is it's cool though, because I think I'm gonna add a little, oh yeah, that's fine, you can't see it. Oh, so the other thing is that Tombow glue, I'm gonna just pull this down a bit. Tombow glue dries clear. It will be sticky, but it dries clear. Okay, so if you can't pick it up off the table, then just use your putty. All right, let's see if I can do this right this time. This one, and then keeping it tall off the page and then laying it down. Nailed it. Mostly. Not getting glue everywhere is really an art. Okay, let's do our last one. And I think for this one, oh, I think I said I was gonna cut this because I really want it to be tucked way down. Yeah, see, so it's getting stuck on my dimensional. Don't worry. There. And you know what? Because I made my gluey mess, I'm really gonna chop this. I'm gonna try and cover up my glue. So the Cops for Cancer, I think they started Up Island earlier this week, I think. Sorry, Kate, I'm not sure if I missed if you said how many kits we did. I'm sure you're gonna remember. I feel like I don't want to say it, maybe 50? That worked out swimmingly. Just tuck that right in there. Awesome sauce. So, bling. So I do love my, what are these? Rustic metallic. You know what? I'm gonna bling up both of these. I'm gonna do some rustic metallic, and we're gonna do some, what's this? This is adhesive back speckled dots. Yep, it's happening. All right, so a couple ways you can do this. You can use your putty, or you can use your snips. I will show you both. So you put your putty on there and you pick it up. Am I on the camera? I think so. And then you just put it on. And then, so you put it down and then I kind of roll to get it off. If you do it, you'll figure it out. I wonder if Christine, I wonder if you made it back. Oh, 36 kits, good. Yeah, just over $800. Yeah, that was good. That was good. That was fun. It was so fun to be putting in the orders and sending the kits to our contact at Camp Good Times. We weren't able to get any photos though, which would have been nice. If we do it again, we'll try a bit harder to get some photos to share. Okay, so here's our speckled dots. Just trying to pull the brown out of here. There we go. So 4 colors. Does it? It does not tell me the colors. It would in the catalog. This looks like crumb cake, moody mauve. I don't really know what this is. And this is like a, well, it's a brown. That's what it is. They're really like, this bothers me, my little oopsies there. Okay, let's focus here. Okay, so now I'm doing this one, and let's say, for example, I'm not quite sure if I want green or what color I want. So I'm opening up my snips just a touch, and I'm going underneath the embellishment. I'm kind of snipping to pull up the embellishment off of there, but you don't want to, they're adhesive back, so you don't want to separate the adhesive from the embellishment. No. So then I put it back, and then I'm going to do the same with here. And I also do not like that. So we're just gonna move on down the road. I kind of like, I'm partial to my rustic. Let's see, maybe the brown will speak to me. Whoops, oh there it is. It's got too much brown, shoot. Okay, let's go this one, because it's a bit colorful. Yeah, that's pretty. Let's do a small one. So these ones have like just ever so slight, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but it's got ever so slight glimmer to it. You can kind of see maybe a little bit. We fell short of our goal. Well, next time. All right. I think that's it. I think we're done. I don't think I have anything else to show you. So what do you think of the card? Do you think you might recreate it? You don't have to have the Paper Florist dies. Any flower set will do. And I know if you craft, you all have flower sets. It's guaranteed. And you could fussy cut around your flowers. In fact, you could even use designer series paper, the DSP. You could chop that up and get the same kind of a look. I need to put something, can you even see? Yeah, see, look, I've got too much glue. I have to cover it with something. Oh, here. Okay, well, since you're here, then let's just see what I got. So some of these are cut from designer series paper. So this is that. So same as kind of what we did, but then you flip it over and look, it's almost like it's its own little flowers, you know? I kind of dig it actually. Okay, so the moral of the story here is be careful with your glue. Let me try this little green. Oh yeah, that little green guy right there. It's gonna be wide enough to cover my oops. Just gonna trim. Okay, dare I put glue on? I don't know if this is totally gonna mess it up, but I think it's fine. Oh yeah, that's good. See, look at that. So keep your scraps. That'll go in there, and then this goes in here. So if you need some of these plastic bags, there's some on Stampin' Up. I think you get 50 in a package, maybe. So there's our cards. Thanks, everybody. Oh, thanks, Pam, for putting Mossy Meadow. That's the colors. That's sweet of you. Thank you. So Mossy Meadow, Moody Mauve, Crumb Cake, and Copper Clay. Thanks, Pam. That's helpful. All right. So I hope you do something fun and enjoy whatever's going on outside and enjoy your weekend. Oh, happy Truth and Reconciliation Weekend. Oh my gosh, I forgot. I totally forgot. I missed to saying that. So I hope you're doing something to recognize that. And if you're not quite sure what that is, maybe I will just put a little blurb about it in the comments, because I know some international friends watch too. So you can learn about what that is about. Thanks for joining me as always. I certainly appreciate you spending time with me, and happy crafting. Bye for now.